you so much for being here tonight at the Springfield Raceway, and want to make mention as well, happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there tonight. And if you got a heartbeat tonight, you have a mama. You were brought into the world by your mama, so we appreciate our mamas, and we honor them tomorrow with a happy Mother's Day. We honor them tonight here at the Springfield Raceway. All right, getting ready to roll with our Midwest Modified B Group Heat Race number 1. It'll be 8 laps for the B Group Heat Race number 1. Dylan Sanderson, driver out of Springfield, Missouri, on point. On his outside, it'll be Craig Morgan in car 4K. Will Hibden out of Joplin, Missouri, car 6H. Ken Walker in the 51. Cody Morgan out of Carthage in the 4M. Darren Burt out of Marionville in the 12. Brian Tillman out of Kimberling City in car number 12. That's the blue and yellow 12. And Jordan Brenton out of Commerce, Oklahoma in car number 20. And I believe this is his first time with us on hand at the Springfield Raceway. So Darren Burt out of Marionville, Missouri, also Jordan Brenton out of Commerce, Oklahoma. First-time drivers, we're glad to have you folks with us, and if your families are with us, glad to have you folks as well. Problems for Dylan Sanderson in the Fast Stop Tire Shop number 21. There, he's got it fired. And want to make mention that the good folks at Fast Stop Tire Shop and Auto putting $100 extra money on the line for the winner of the Pepsi-Cola Pure Stock race. So big thank you to Fast Stop Tire Shop. Green flag is rolled up. Keith Pratt's ready to go racing. Got a good group right here in the B class. Keep your eye on Ken Walker. Looked like he might pick up his first feature last Saturday night. He'll give it a try tonight. Dylan Sanderson on the gas. Here we go. Morgan out in front. Craig Morgan in the 4K. Ken Walker giving chase. Darren Bird in that 3 spot. He'll try to reel in the top 2 as Dylan Sanderson has got that 21 car rather, refired after having problems on the start. Good racing back there for that 3rd, 4th, 5th spot as 4 cars racing hard for that number 3 position. Right now, it's Cody Morgan in front of this group, and there's the 20 car and Jordan Brenton, driver out of Commerce, Oklahoma, and we got trouble there on the backstretch. And I was watching up here towards the front of the field and did not see that take place, but I know the 21 of Dylan Sanderson been having trouble. That car maybe having a fuel pickup problem or an electrical problem, not sure what's going on, but you saw him have trouble on the start of the race. Car's fast, it's hooked up good, but when you not got the fuel and the electricity going, sometimes it's a little bit of a problem. Cody Morgan doing a nice job out in front. Make that Craig Morgan in the 4. That's the 4K out in front. Ken Walker up to the number 2 spot. And in the 4M, that's Cody Morgan riding in 3rd. And I believe that'll be Darren Burt in the 4th spot. And Brenton Jordan, make that Jordan Brenton, my apologies, in the number 20 car, running in the top 5. And the crew doing a nice job down there. The conditions are not good down on that infield, but our wrecker crew, Johnny on the spot, getting that car up and out of the way. Will Hibden in car 6H here on the front stretch. Will comes to us out of Joplin, Missouri. He got hung up behind the 21 on the start of that race. Did a nice job not to run over the 21 car, but cost him a little bit right there at the beginning of the race. And now he's back in the field a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get that 6H car a little bit closer to the front. He's been running pretty strong, really. And so we'll keep an eye on him. Brian Tillman in the 12 car, the yellow and blue 12 car. And there we go, getting that 21 car off the berm down there. All right, so we'll get Dylan Sanderson back up in his spot. And we should be ready to go. All right, they'll get the one to go signal this time by from Keith Pratt. And as we go back under the green flag, it'll be Craig Morgan out in front. Ken Walker. Cody Morgan in the 3 spot. Darren Burke started 6th up to the number 4 position. Jordan Brenton started all the way back in 8th. And now he's up into the top 5. And it looks like more problems for the 21 car, and this time could be terminal. As you can see, the rear end out of that car, so it looks like they'll be picking him up and giving him a lift back home. Good to have a couple of new drivers on hand with us tonight. Again, Darren Burt out of Marionville, Missouri. Good looking hot rod right there. Just down the road on Highway 60. And then right behind him, all the way out of Commerce, Oklahoma, Jordan Brenton in car number 20. And again, as we mentioned, some of these tracks to the south of us had a lot of rain, just like we have, but some more than us, to the point that some of these tracks are just not able to run at all. And you can see there the damage for the 21, and good chance that when he went over that berm backwards back over in turn number 3, that may have caused the problem. Safety crew doing a nice job to get him back to his position. And so that'll put us under green here very shortly, with Morgan out in front of the field. Craig Morgan will lead him in nice and slow. Kenny Walker came so close to getting that first feature win last Saturday night. I know he's hungry to make it happen again. We'll keep our eyes peeled on the 51. Here we go, off turn number 4, green back in the air. Over in turn number 2, good move by the number 20 car, Jordan Brenton down on the inside. He'll be looking for that number 4 spot. Looks like he's got it. Out in front, Morgan continues to lead, and Ken Walker under attack. Off turn number 4, now into 1 and 2 as well. Cody Morgan putting the heat on the 51 car. Jordan Brenton now into the 4th spot. Burt back to 5th as they continue to motor around the Springfield Raceway. Laps clicking by. And Craig Morgan out in front, pulling away from this field. Jordan Brenton way up on the top side into turn number 3. Keeps it on the racetrack. Holding on to that number 4 position. Craig Morgan is strong out in front in that 4K machine. And Looks like no catching him in this heat race. He'll be coming off turn number 4 this time. He'll see the white flag. One more time around. Problems for Jordan Brenton. Tough break for the Commerce, Oklahoma driver. He's headed back for the pit area, running fourth, but takes it back to the attention of his crew. Out on the racetrack, though, it'll be Craig Morgan finishing up P1. Ken Walker and Cody Morgan, your top 3. Darren Burt will come home in the number 4 spot. Will Hibden 5th. So that'll be heat race number 1 in the books. All right, next group of cars rolling out onto the racetrack for heat race number 2. Rick Lampy in the 17. On his outside, Riley Duncan, Chris Woodruff, that is, alongside Jonathan Dean, green in the air. Chad Donaldson back in the number 22 car. Car number 34, that'll be Jacob Long out of Greenfield, Missouri. Off turn number 4, everybody's still bunched together, but it's Rick Lampy who's going to take lap number 1. Jonathan Dean trying to move up on the inside. He's got a bead on the Duncan machine. But Riley Duncan pretty strong, working that top side. He'll go side by side with Jonathan Dean for second. As you can throw a blanket over this field right now, Lampy the biggest lead of the race, 4 car lengths. Chris Woodruff in that number 3 spot. Here comes the 26 of Jonathan Dean up into the runner-up position. Jonathan Dean second, Riley Duncan runs in 3rd, Chris Woodruff 4th, Jacob Long in 5th, Cody Lewis not making the call. Laps clicking by in a hurry now as all, at least the top 4, working the bottom of the speedway through 3 and 4. Down in 1 and 2, pretty much the same story. The short way around is the fast way around, looks like. And Rick Lampy's got it hooked up a little bit wide off turn number 4 that time. 2 to go at the line, and that allows Jonathan Dean to close right in car number 26. Single car length separating the top 2, and Chad Donaldson is on the move in that 22 car. White flag in the air. Lampy now pulling out to another 5 car length lead over Jonathan Dean, and he'll come off turn number 4. He's got the win. Jonathan Dean second, and Chad Donaldson finishes up in the number 3 spot. Now, while we have a quiet moment, I want to tell you something real quick. Toby Brown did, in fact, come out in his sprint car a few minutes ago, and that white powder and yellow powder down there in turn number 1, that was a test. That was a test. So that is how the gender reveal is going to go. They're going to do something similar to that right there. Looked to me like it went pretty good as it threw that powder out on turn number 1. So that's how we're going to know what color baby they're going to have. Now, we're going to have a little boy baby, little girl baby, and we're going to find out. That's a really cool deal for Toby Brown and his